What is up, folks? We here with another We Been Hard podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. Before we get into the episode, we have a homie of the channel, Rayshawn. Rayshawn, introduce yourself. Where can they find you? All that good stuff.
How you guys doing? My name is Rayshawn Gatson from the Rayshawn Gatson Anime Podcast, and you guys can find me on all your anime podcasting platforms.
Sounds good. They can find you at Argat2, also on Instagram. And you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter too? Or?
I'm not on Twitter yet. I'm thinking about moving over there. I'm really slow to integrate the different medias.
Argap's over there. He got his OnlyFans career off of Twitter. So if y'all want to do that, y'all go subscribe and find out what the good man blessed him with. But Rashid, where can they find you at?
So you can find me over on Instagram at RNC Dark, on Twitter as RNC Dark TV. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember if there's an underscore in it. I do not know why I cannot remember. It's RNC Dark _ TV for Twitter and YouTube. And those are the places you can find me.
Sounds good. Remember, let's go like, comment, subscribe, turn notification notified for all Anime Against Show content. Anime Against Show Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. But today, we're going to be talking about a series that I want to talk about for a minute, but we'll get to finish, let it wrap up, and all that good stuff. In a series that was highly anticipated, it's been talked about for about 2 years, maybe. It's been really a manga that was really popular, Spy X Family, a series that kind of took its fans by the heart. We all watched it, read some of it. Part 1 of season 1 came out, it's 12 episodes. So today we're gonna give you guys 2 to 3 things that we loved about it, 1 thing maybe we disliked, and then give you guys a rating from 1 to 10 of how much we enjoyed it, and maybe even talk about where it stacks up against some of the other new gens and its comparable parts to it. So, Rayshawn, you can start off first as the homie guest, friend of the channel. You can start off first with 1 thing that you loved or liked a lot.
The first thing that I said that I liked was something that happened, I think, either first or second episode. I like that scene where you had Anya when she kind of tricks Lloyd into adopting her by filling out that newspaper crossword, but the whole time she was just really reading his mind to get the answers. I thought that was funny.
I would be doing the same thing. Look, that foster care system that she was in was I'm honest, it was comparable to the United States' foster care system. It was trash for some of them. And I get it. She had to get up out of here. And I know we'll talk more about Anna going forward. So that's a good one. Rashid, what about you?
I was going to say the thing I like about, it's in general, I like the whole premises about the whole family thing. Everyone is being unique in their own kind of way, as well as them kind of generally becoming an actual family later on. I like the whole process because I feel like at some point, the way how I feel like at some point they might just actually, make it for real. Even though it's a pretend family, but yeah.
Yeah, everybody's trying to blend and understand that social structure because it definitely looks like maybe 1920s or 40s. You got the hardworking husband, stay-at-home housewife. I mean, I know she's not a stay-at-home housewife because she has a job, but that's the vibe you get. Go to a prestigious school. I like that about everybody's trying to blend in and make it work because everybody has their own objective and. Yori's trying to be convinced as a normal woman and she's a whole fucking killer. Then Lloyd is trying to, get this plan to carry this plan of action out. And then, Anna just wants a family. She doesn't want to go back to these terrible circumstances. So that's a good one. For me, one thing I like, the soundtrack. I mean, come on. That opening is a bop. And I just feel like it's a good way to get you in. The outro is a bop. Also, I guess I'll tie this in with opening since that the facial expressions and stuff like that is hilarious. It's especially with Anna, some of the scenes that she's in.
The smirk.
And then Lloyd. And then sometimes they even reference different series. I think they referenced Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
the Dodgeball episode. That was fucking funny. So that's something for me. Humor mixed in the soundtrack. So I guess that's a 1.5 from me. All right, Sean, what about you? It's another thing you like.
My second thing I have to say I like the scene where basically another Anya scene and your scene. I like the scene where she gets kidnapped and then you have your come out of nowhere and like saves her and she yells like, "Oh, she's my daughter." Oh, that
Yeah,
shit was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
yours is an MVP. Like I fuck with that. How do you feel about? How do y'all feel about Yuri like as a character? Like we don't know her
I
crazy a lot, but
I think she's
But
like a beast, but my thing is I just don't see how you don't know she's is something there. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's just no way no person know this just
I
random
mean,
defensive combat. I mean, she's punching holes through people. Like,
doesn't
truthfully,
he already know though? Like I thought he had pulled her violence. I thought he knew like she was
I don't
Elisa.
think that was
no,
all
he
her
only knows
foul.
that she works. She works at the place that with the coffee. I think it was.
Because remember, she snuck up on him, and that was like the main reason why he was
Yeah,
like,
he was like, oh,
Yeah, like she got a hit on him. She got a hit on him. So
yeah. But I was about to say, I mean, truthfully, in my opinion, I would find it kind of hard. Besides when she does pop off with little fighting techniques, I would find it hard to see that she's an assassin because the way she interacts with other people, she's very clumsy. So like, you wouldn't take
yeah,
her like as some cold-blooded killer, like whatsoever.
she kind of gave me
yeah.
like from Assassination Classroom, Miss Yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that. Like, but
Yeah.
like Miss Yellow was a little more mean, but like something where beautiful assassin or whatever. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
Is that the one that was trying to like kill people with like seduction?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's hilarious.
All right, Rasheed, what about you? What's your second thing?
My second thing, I would have to say, it would also been with the soundtrack and the comedy. Well, especially comedy. I absolutely love the comedy. Little the irony. The irony jokes. They do that a lot.
Like when she's
Especially,
watching, like she's
yeah,
watching like a spy show while being inside of a spy show type shit.
yeah, with her father being a spy as well as it's. I like irony. I know I'm kind of just not saying much about it, but I like irony and it's super funny to me. And she's the only person who knows that their secret identities. No one knows about hers, so she was kind of like experiment.
Right.
Just sad, but
I'm interested to see how like she became the way she is.
yeah,
I could go read. I mean, I might read it, I might not. I like the anime enough to where I could wait, but I'm interested to see when like we figure out like who experimented on it, why,
yeah. That's I kind of also hope for that because like I'm really interested in each and every one of their backgrounds to figure out what led them up into that. We know we got bits and pieces for Anya and Lloyd, but not a single piece for your.
Well,
So
you know
like,
she got a brother.
well, yeah. But I'm really trying to like figure
A
out
lot
like
of hers
what.
is gonna be hard though, because it depends on how hard like most of her life was training to be
Yeah,
an assassin. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
yeah,
yeah,
right,
it'd be cool to know how she was trained, because you would
right.
think her brother was trained too by the same person.
Yeah,
But her brother act like he didn't know she was killing people though. So
yeah.
I think he doesn't.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, I was about to say I
so
don't think
they
he
don't have the
doesn't.
same type of master type shit. So I
Yeah, because
don't know.
She's older.
Yeah,
So
she's older.
like, yeah. So I
And
don't
I
even know.
remember when we first get introduced to her brother, he talked about how she used to always take care of him and stuff like that and look out for him when they were growing up since their parents were dead. I think that's what it was.
Everybody's parents are dead, and you just gotta assume that at
True,
that point.
true.
So,
Hmm.
all right, that's a good one. That's good. My next thing is a scene. It's mostly a scene. So when they were going through a test and trying to go to the school, and my man Lloyd almost really almost took out
Oh,
the elders. I guess I call them the head chiefs of the
Oh,
yeah,
principals or whatever term masters or whatever of the
the
school.
headmasters.
yeah,
Yeah. And I was like, bro, like that's when I realized I was like, Lloyd, just
He might
stop
be
being
taking this personal.
yeah, stop being a spy. Go be a father, man. Like I know you. Look, if this was just about a mission, you're not caring, you're not putting your mission on the line. Potentially, like that could have went the wrong way. They could have took that the wrong
yeah,
way. Then she can't get in, or maybe they like even try to put you in jail, saying you can't control your daughter. Who knows what happens? And then for him to do that, I was like, okay, this man has a heart. Like, I fuck with it. And
Yeah.
it was cool to see just how fast he could snap. Like, that was just one of the crazy anime moments. Like, it was just cool. And like seeing how she reacted to it, she was crying, that she had never been loved. So it was just a great, wholesome scene. Not wholesome for the chief master or whatever, or head of the school, but I appreciated that. That's my second.
I kind of just want to. I just kind of just want to add this is not one of my likes, but I was gonna say that. Well, it kind of is a like, but I'm gonna just go with a bonus like. But I kind of like the fact how like these instances like that, he's kind of finding these new emotions and he doesn't understand why. So like it's kind of like a journey along with him, like an emotional journey that we're going on with him during these times because he's not used to family whatsoever or anything, or just dealing with people
outside of killing or using it for the mission. So that's a good point. What was you about to say, Rayshon?
Well, I was gonna say to the like you just said, I was gonna say, do you think Anya planned that to get those reactions? Because she's the only one in there that knows what's going on, like through everybody's minds. Like she knows what's going on. Sometimes I'd be wondering, like, maybe she's way more manipulative of the situation than we give her credit for. But I mean, she got her dire outcome. If that was the outcome she wanted.
Yeah, I think she sometimes feels like she doesn't want to be a burden too, because she was failing math and failing some classes,
but this was before she even was in class.
She's still only like, how old is she? Like what is
5, 6?
Yeah, 5, 6. So like,
she's smart. I don't know.
I think she had to. It's something with her because that one dude wanted her to get the hell out of there, like she was tormenting them in the adoption place. So I don't know. That's how I took it. Like it was like you can take her, like just get her out of here. Like we don't want her. People keep bringing her back, and we keep like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nah, for sure. So you have one more like?
My last like, it have to be. I like the scene. This is another Anya scene because I feel like this is basically her show. I like the scene where she basically jumps into the pool to save the drowning kid, and she basically was afraid to tell Lloyd about her ability, so she just had to kind of take it into her own thing. And I fucks with that scene.
Rashid, you have another scene? I think I talked about most.
Yeah, stuff. I have one scene.
And that's when she got her first Stella for that.
Yes.
As much as they put in this animation scene, I absolutely love it. When Anya is in the hallway and what's his name, Damien pushes her or whatever, not pushes her or starts calling her ugly or whatever, and she looks down the hall and just punches the absolute living out of him. That is my favorite Anya scene. I absolutely love that. I went back, like I rewinded that crap, even though I didn't have to because they just rewinded it in slow motion, like some Power Rangers. It was amazing.
Man. That's how I'm coming on my kids. They call you ugly. They put their hands on them. Fuck them.
Yeah. See, I like the storytelling of like that whole episode where you kind of have her training with your beginning of that, so she got way more stronger than she originally was. Oh, I just fuck with that.
Hey man, ain't no more telling the teacher. Fuck that.
Honestly. And then I also liked the way she played it off, like, oh, I was protecting my friend.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I just think it's funny because she keeps getting the flashbacks of you telling her, oh, you should only do this when you're like in a certain situation. But then she's like, oh, fuck it. And then just smacks the hellish out of her. I just think it's so funny how they go from bad guys, like we the bullies, to like, oh my God, it makes you remember the kids.
Yeah, like oh wait, no wait, he's a bully. Oh wait, he's like 5. Oh, I forgot. Damn, don't kill him. This isn't like a shonen when they be 10 and rip. Like, don't kill him. You can break a jaw. I think my favorite scene, and it could be an episode, was when she was like kind of like her emotional and situation intelligence went up. It was like the episode when she like apologized. And he was basically like kind of like confused on why. It's like she had changed into a whole different person from after punching him. And she was like, no, that's not ladylike. And I was like, bro, My man's out here on to understand that if she keeps acting up, she could possibly his mission could fail and get sent away. And she just changed so fast. I'm like, this is a top tier actor, smart as hell, and doesn't even know her multiplication or times table, don't even know how to add probably or read like that. But she understands the situation. It's like, look, I have to change my character because I don't want to get sent back, and because I need to befriend him so Pops can carry the mission out. That was a cool transition to me because it's like, this is a smart little girl. Like this girl's like 5 or 6, bro. Like
I feel like her power made her more like
of course.
grow further, like just grow faster at a faster
Yeah.
rate.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, because
most
she knows
definitely.
exactly what you want her to
100%.
do. She don't have to like come up
Speculate.
with a suggestion. She just, okay, this is what they want me to do when we try to go befriend Damien. I even like the fact that she used it to basically cheat on tests, but you gotta figure out the right people to
Honestly,
do it.
I would
with.
too,
Like,
yeah.
I would be doing the same thing. But I would be scared to be reading people's minds, man. There's some things you just don't need to hear.
Oh,
I mean,
you got a point. You got a point.
It's still an OP in ability though.
Right. No, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
But some people's minds, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to hear what you got to say about me. Like, you talking shit about me, bro. I don't need to hear it. You think I'm a bitch ass? Okay,
yeah.
keep it to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta make it so not
not
obvious though. You gotta make it so not obvious that you can though.
That's true.
Somebody about to scam you and you can't even be like, bro, I know you trying to scam me, bro.
They're gonna be like, how you know? They're gonna be like, I read your thoughts. I heard it before you even made it a thought. They're gonna be like, you're a freak, get away from me.
I'm probably gonna think you're crazy first. Yeah.
I'm like, well, I didn't get scammed out $1,000, so I'm like, hey, who's crazy?
No, true.
All right, so we got one dislike if you have one. Rashawn, what is your dislike for Spy X Family?
My one dislike is I actually felt like I wanted there to be some more action scenes. Like I like some of the scenes, but I felt like we just get like certain like little highlight clip, like, oh, Yuri punches someone, she kicks someone. The one scene when she goes in that one room and kill everybody, that was lit. That was pretty epic that they even showed that, because it was making me wonder what I was like, well, I wonder who this show is selling towards. Like that was kind of funny. But I do feel like there should have been just some more fighting scenes, in my opinion.
Okay. Rashid, what dislike for you?
I'm trying to think of one, but I kind of just want to mention, like, I get what you mean, Rashawn, but like, I feel like it's like a mix of both. I don't know, like a mix of like slice of life and just action. I feel like low key, like it kind of tells towards the slice of life. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but for dislike, I don't really have one. I generally enjoy the show. I haven't really came upon something like anime wise that I really dislike. Yeah, no. Space seems good. I think it's good.
I think it was good for 12. I think 12 episodes was actually good for this anime though.
Yeah, exactly. Then you got the next 12 coming out in about 2 to 3 months. So I had one dislike. Maybe the episodes when she was getting, but those are essential. Maybe the episodes. I wish maybe we could have got more on the brother in the few episodes that we was, maybe get a little backstory on that.
I hate
the brother.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought up the brother. I hate that stereotype of like the younger brother just loving the sister. I forgot what you would call it, but I just hate that.
A sitcom?
So yeah, what sitcom, whatever that's called. It's just so weird to me.
Like I wish like he would like because when we find out like he's literally on to Lloyd, like he's like so close to cracking out this, like I wish maybe like instead of like them being drunk and he's like, oh, prove you love her, like maybe like, you know, I know it's a slice of life, so it has that humor and that funniness to balance it, but like maybe we could have got a flashback so we could care more about. I do care about Yori, that's what I'm saying, but maybe even care more because you could see her crying, maybe because they found out the parents are dead, and then you get the backstory with those two. That would have been cool for me. But like that's just like one small complaint, and like it's literally only part 1 of season 1. There's no way we're not gonna get. He's probably gonna be one of the biggest threats. Like there's no way we're not gonna get that like her brother backstory fleshed out. I can. Also, I was gonna mention that Lloyd figured out that he was like a detective or an agent or a spy, whatever. Yeah. Like, and he found out with barely any information. That shit was crazy. He was like, no,
No, because the way he was, I think he was
Yeah.
conducting himself or doing stuff. And he
yeah,
was
he,
like,
he was
oh yeah,
asking
he's
certain
acting
he
just
was
like
asking certain questions from their handbook or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, oh shit. Yeah, like he already cracked you. So now seeing how Lloyd's gonna have to balance that
Interact
out
with them, yeah.
is gonna be pretty interesting, I think. But yeah, that's my dislike.
My thing about that, I would say that I think the main person who's gonna make those interactions work for Lloyd is Anya, because she could just sit there and be like, "Oh,
Do you
you
think-
think
do you
he's a
think-
spy?" When we try to do something to make
Do
him
you
not
think
think
Anya
that.
will ever tell like Lloyd that like I can read minds, Papa? You think she'll
No, I
ever?
don't think so. It's
I don't think so because like
it's really no point for her.
she has like a trauma built up towards her power, as you can see how she reacts sometimes. Because even with like the whole pool scene, she wanted to tell him that someone was drowning, but then she felt like, oh, he was gonna start questioning how she knew and then start calling her freak and all that. So I feel like she's afraid for people to know that she has that, especially with the whole thing that she was experimenting on when people did know about it. So
And then they took her back all the time to
Yeah.
the foster care, like every time.
She might, if Lloyd tells her that he's a spy, then it might be like some type of like.
Because then it's like it's beneficial. Like because I was saying the reason maybe he would tell her is let's say like I don't know like maybe 2-3 seasons from now shit's getting deep. We're at the point where any infiltration he really needs her. He's like, look, Anya, you know I've been saying I'm your pop, but like I'm a spy. I've been doing this. Can you help me? And she's like, well, Dad, I can read minds. I've been trying to help you along. And it's like the final end game of like the story, something like that. I can see that.
Okay, I can see that. Like,
but saying as soon as she says that, everything like back in the past is just gonna snap. It's gonna be like everything makes so much sense now. That it'd be like, okay.
Right. Do you guys have any more dislikes for this season? Okay. All right. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna give it a rate, and then that'll be about it for us in our Spy X Family season 1 part 1 review. So, Ray Sean, would you rate it 1 through 10? Oh, maybe we could talk about where it stacks up against other new gens and
like
that. That'll be interesting.
I'll give it 8.
8? Okay, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. 8 out of 10. Okay. All right, Rashid, what about you?
I was gonna give it a solid 9.
I was gonna give it a 9 too. Like nothing's ever perfect 10, but
Yeah.
like as far as like I will put somebody on the anime with this anime, man.
Oh yeah,
I like this is a good soundtrack.
that could be a good gateway. Yeah,
good soundtrack, nice animation. It has a little James Bond type feel to it. Everybody loves a good spy story in America.
not too much action, not too much, slice of life.
A cute female wife, a adorable little girl character. Like you got kind of everything you need. The episodes, they don't feel episodic, but they're digestible. Like they don't like. I don't remember an episode that I was just like, oh, this is boring.
A lot, or
like
they connect. No,
I thought you meant like an information dump.
No. I mean, yeah. We never have. We might get one of those maybe in the future. You never know. But like I'm saying, for this part, like every episode felt like it was. It was.
You don't really need that though, because you have Anya as the narrator, so it's
right. Exactly. So like when stacking up to another new gens, it is difficult because most of our new gens that are big are very like action and shonen heavy and stuff like that. And I'll put that out there. Like when I mean new gen, I'll probably say anything past 2015 or 16, something like that. Like 2016. Okay. I'll say. So I think it's probably that look like it might be in the top 10, but like lower top 10. Like I would have what One Punch Man is a newer gen, right? So 20.
I mean,
Demon Slayer
20. What are we doing? 2010 and
no, I said 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Well, then One Punch Man.
One Punch Man is
not. Yeah, I was gonna say One Punch Man would not.
So like, cause that's new gen to me, like 2016 and onward. So I'll play My Hero, Demon Slayer, Black Clover, JJK. That's like
then what's this other one? Orient. Can't forget Orient.
I haven't seen or watched it, so I just
Boruto.
Yeah, I'll say
Boruto. Yeah.
6. Shit, it might be in there. We just I know there's some other ones.
In my
I feel like
opinion,
there's some more. I just can't get
Fire
them in there.
Force. Fire Force. I don't like Fire Force, but objectively, Fire Force is better. I think it's better right now because since we're only going off part 1, 7. Chainsaw Man is not better than Chainsaw Man. I don't think so at all. It's not better than.
Wow, is that out yet?
The manga's like 100 chapters.
I wouldn't say it's really better than it, but I was gonna say I kind of see Spy X Family kind of somewhat comparable to JJK, really because of the mix. I know they kind of do like a mix in comedy and whatnot, and they're mainly action heavy, but like I kind of just because Spy X Family kind of do the whole mix thing between like action and like slice of life. That's kind of how I feel like it is, but I kind of feel like they're kind of comparable in a way.
I don't think Spy X Family is better than
What about Dr. Stone?
I would take Spy X Family. I like Dr. Stone. I would take Spy X Family person.
You like Dr. Stone, but then
Attack on Titans.
Attack on Titans not new gen.
Yeah.
That's not. Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
It just took forever.
Yeah, I would take Sakamoto Days. I know maybe y'all two haven't read it.
I read it. Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely Sakamoto Days. It's kind of like the same premises, but you know.
Yeah, no, Sakamoto Days has straight action. Rashawn, if you ever want to, that's a good read.
That's straight action. Straight action, and it shows. I wouldn't say super gory, but it shows.
Ranking of the Kings, if y'all remember that.
I would take Ranking the Kings over Spy X Family right now.
Me personally, I would probably do Spy X Family.
That's a debate.
Ranking of the Kings.
Yeah,
that's at least a debate. That's a debate.
Yeah.
So, but right now I know we have like a solid 8 or 7.
Yeah.
It's not like I didn't like this show.
That's why I took that. I'm just surprised you had more of a affinity with Spy Family.
We know Rashawn hates this, but Rashid, would you take Tokyo Revengers over?
Tokyo Revengers over Spy. Me? No. It's. I mean, you can debate about it, but like, if we're going straight anime, then that's debatable in his own way. I
haven't read the manga yet. I'll probably read the manga of Spy X Family while I'm playing. I'll probably like after this.
Yeah, I was about to say, but manga wise, I'm not sure about that because I'm not even completely caught up in either one, so I wouldn't know for real.
Yeah, okay, so we got about 7.
Did y'all like Vinland Saga?
I'm taking Vinland Saga over Spy X Family, personally.
Which is crazy. That was so good, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it in so long.
It's on Netflix now. We can talk about it one day. That's what
we could. True.
Season 2's coming out soon. I know the manga's ending soon though. So
the manga is ending soon. That's why I found that crazy because like I thought there was Ben supposed to drop a season 2. But when the Vinland Saga the anime come out?
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out fairly new.
Yeah, Spy X Family is in the top 10 conversation.
Yeah, Vinland came out like the same time around when Demon Slayer.
2019. Yeah. I ain't gonna cap. The start of Vinland Saga is kind of a snooze fest. I can't. I had to power through. But if you're into Viking,
because it gets crazy real quick.
What you had to power through? What Vinland Saga?
Yeah,
because in the beginning, the start like
boring. It's kind of boring.
I mean, it starts off with
Thor gets killed. Don't Thor dies in the first episode?
The first 3 episodes, we just get exposition dumps, just a lot of info about.
The first episode should be when he takes the captive's head, though, and then it goes back. Then it does a whole thing about.
Yeah, it starts lit. The first 30 seconds are lit. You have to go back and start to see how you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of. It's not boring, but I heard the Vinland Saga hype, so when I went in there, I was like, all right, but
it's pretty good. So for some reason, I thought the first episode was when they went on the boats in the sea. And
they did because they were in present time, but then they went back in time to show how did we get here?
Yeah, how does Thorfinn get there? Why does he want to kill? Why does he want to kill the leader or whatever of their group? Yeah, That's
I
the
would say
whole.
like Promise Neverland. From what I've heard, the manga is like top tier. So like maybe that's a conversation. I haven't read the manga. I probably
I
will
haven't
though.
either. I need to because like
The anime
I
is
generally love Promised Neverland, but I was trying to stick with the
they did.
anime.
Made in Abyss.
Yeah,
Made in Abyss. That's a good one. See, there's a lot of good new gen shit.
I have not watched or read that.
I
know about it.
I think it's on Crunchyroll. If it's not on Crunchyroll, you could probably find it on some of the websites.
Yeah. I was about to
Somebody
say I heard
literally
about
just
it.
told me to watch that.
What, Made in Abyss?
Yeah, but I've
That's what
already
the
watched it.
that's what the kids, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, Made in Abyss is like Darker Promise Neverland, bro.
Okay.
That doesn't fall off.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Season 2's coming out soon. So yeah, see it.
And I'm gonna get to watching that and reading.
Is there anything else in the new gen that I would? It's a conversation though. It could be in that lower top 10. It could potentially move up for real.
Yeah.
In the top 20.
Depends on what happens in part 2 or whatever.
Yeah, I think.
Because I was about to say it's not a. Just because you're saying parts, I felt when people say parts, I kind of see that as like the whole season's not finished. So like the whole first season. So like
this isn't this was like the first half of the first season.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to explain that before I say well, they don't have the first season finished yet, so I can't really say much for real.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get up on out of here. So again, guys, this is our Spy Channel review. Me and Rashid rated it a 9. Rashawn gave it an 8. This was a great review. Chill vibes. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, fellas, where can they find you at, Rashawn? Let them know.
You guys can find me on all your podcasting platforms, from Spotify all the way to Apple Music to Amazon Music. You can also find me on Instagram at rgap2. You can also find me on Discord. I'm working on making a Discord for people. See how that works out. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it seems interesting. So hit me up for the details about that on my Instagram.
Sounds chill. Rashid, where can we find you at, Mr.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitch at RNC Dark. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube at RNC Dark_TV. I'm mainly active for my Twitter. Have not done anything on my Instagram for a long time, but updates and anything else that deals with content-wise will be on my Twitter.
Sounds good to me. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow us anime everywhere on Anime Getting Show, from TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all podcasting platforms, from iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, all that good stuff. Make sure to comment down below, what would you rate Spikes from 1 through 10? And also, where do you have Spikes Family rate part 1? Or if you are caught to the manga, no spoilers, please, but at least let us know what you think of the whole series as it's going, because it's still going. And where do you think Spikes Family ranks amongst other new gen animes and mangas and series and stuff like that? Top 10, top 20, let us know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we are out. Peace.